يا صباح الفل، ازيكم عاملين ايه؟ How are you all doing guys? Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome again to a new 5 مع رمضان video and thank you for joining our little journeys for not only learning عربي مصري but enjoying it. Today inshallah we're continuing our journey for learning الأبجدية العربية, the Arabic alphabet. If you didn't watch part 1 yet, it's of course very recommended that you watch it first. I'll try to leave the link in the description or here, try to find it out. So quick reminder, what was the common thing for the first group? If you remember, we said we have alif by itself, and then we have 3 sisters, ba, ta, tha, and then we have 3 more sisters, which is jim, ha, and kha, right?
And today inshallah we'll move to المجموعة الثانية, the second group. And to be easier for you, I want you to remember that المجموعة الثانية, they are all twins. So you remember المجموعة الأولى, the first group, we had alif and then 3 sisters and 3 sisters, right? ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha. Starting from today, they will be twins only. 2 sisters, one without dot and the second one with 1 or more dots, as you see here. So it is very recommended that you study them as pairs because actually they are pairs. And let's read them quickly before we start just to know how to say each letter. دال ذال راء زين سين شين صاد ضاد طاء ظاء عين غين. طيب تمام, as usual, let's take each of them individually, practice how to write it, and take some examples. أمثلة. طيب, let's talk about the first 4 together. دال ذال راء زين, because somehow they are close in shape. I want you to be very focused and see how we write them. Also, I really recommend that you get your notebook and you start practice with me. This is how you master them. The first pair for tonight are dal and dal. So let's see how to write dal. Very simple, you just have to make this angle. Also, very important note, dal and dal, they go over the line. And dal is exactly the same, we're just gonna put the dot on the top. Alright, cool. So now we're good when it comes to the shapes of dal and dal. So what about the sounds? And also let's take some amthila, some examples. طيب, as we agreed from the beginning that the sounds of the letters in Arabic are pretty straightforward. That means it all starts how the name of this letter starts. For example, this letter, dal, so the sound of dal is d, d, same as the D in English, for example. طيب, مثال لحرف الدال. Dal as in the word dub. Dub. Dub means bear. And if you're wondering to ask me, okay, Muhammad, where is the O? You said dub, right? Quickly, we mentioned it in the previous episode that this is a short vowel, tashkil. Here we supposedly will put dhamma on the top of the dal just to sound as dub. It's not very long. It's not dub. Very fast. Dub. And as you noticed here, we didn't connect dal from the left, right? That means dal is our second friend from the 6 letters that we never connect from the left. We mentioned that in the golden rules of connections, right? So if you're still confused about them, straight after this video, go back and recap it. It's very important. تمام. طيب, مثال تاني for dal. Another example. Dal as in the word adab. Adab. Be careful, this word adab is very important because it has 2 different meanings. The first one, it means politeness. If someone is polite, this is adab. Also, the same word, same spelling, same everything, it means literature. So, al-adab as a form of art is the literature. طيب, تمام. Hopefully it's going smooth with you because if you noticed, all of those letters we spoke about before. Alif and dal and ba. It will be slow in the beginning, that's totally fine, but I just care now that you get the logic, you know? طيب, let's move now to the sister of dal, which is dhal. Dhal. You see, I have to put my tongue out to pronounce it correct. Dhal. It is the same sound as in English when you say there or that. طيب, أمثلة for dhal. Dhal as in the word dhura. Dhura. Dhura means corn. Same, it's supposed to have dhamma on the top. Dhura. Also, dhal in the middle, very important word. Tadhkara. Tadhkara. Tadhkara means ticket. Tadhkara. And also, as you noticed here, we didn't connect dhal from the left. right? It makes sense, same as the sister. So always put in mind that all the pairs, they will follow the same rules and the same shape when we connect them. So that means so far we covered 3 letters out of the 6 that they never connect from the left. Last episode we spoke about alif, and today dal and dhal so far. طيب, now let me tell you very important note about dhal. Since this channel is mainly about Masri, you have to put in mind that any letter that you put your tongue out in Fusha, in slang it will be simplified. It will not be pronounced with the tongue out. We said it once before with the letter tha in the first group, if you remember. So same story. طيب, usually in slang the people pronounce dhal as dal, as the twin sister. So for example here the word dhora, it will be pronounced, can you take a guess? Yes, dhora. So dhora in Fusha, in Masri it is dhora. But, and that's the confusing part, I'll be honest with you. In some other words, dhal in Masri it is pronounced as z, as normal z, without the tongue out. Same as the word ticket here, that's why I got it on purpose. Usually in Masri the people pronounce it tazkara, without the tongue out. So you see, you'll find a lot of examples for both of them. For example, in my mind now the word dhira', which means arm, with dhal, dhira', in slang it is dira', it becomes da. However, for example, the word dhaki, which means smart, in slang it is zaki. And of course now the logical question will be, how would I know in Masri when to pronounce it da and when to pronounce it just za? And the answer, you will get it with experience, because there is no rule for it, unfortunately. You'll know it only with time. That's why I always advise my students in the beginning, pronounce it normally as Fusha. Put the tongue out. So say it dhira', dhura', dhaki, and so on, to avoid any confusion. Make sense? طيب, تمام so far. Hopefully everything is clear now about dal and dhal. And let's move to the next pair, which are ra and zayn or zay. طيب, first of all, how to write ra? It's kind of half circle, so you have to make it like that. And very important note here, you remember dal, we said it's over the line always. Now ra, it has to go under the line. And for the sister zay or zayn, by the way, the two names are correct. Zayn is more common in Masri though. It is the same shape, just with one dot on the top. طيب, the sound for ra, as you can hear me, it's ra. It's rolling R. Same as in the word rab. Rab. See how I roll my tongue? Rab. Rab means God. Or at the end, as in the word bahr. Bahr. Bahr means sea. I'm trying always to bring you words with letters we covered already, if you noticed. So focus and try to read, okay? Alright, what about the sister? It's called Zay or Zayn. As I told you, Zayn is more common in Masri. Sound-wise, as normal, Z, Z. No tongue out, nothing. طيب, أمثلة. Zayn as in the word zibda. Zibda. Zibda means butter. By the way, in Fusha, it's pronounced zubd. مثال تاني, another example. Gazar. Gazar. Gazar means carrots. Obviously, in Fusha, it will be jazar. So jazar or gazar. And hopefully you noticed as well that ra and zayn, the two of them, they never connect from the left. So that means we covered already 5 out of the 6 that they never connect from the left. Only 1 to go, which will be the next lesson, inshallah. طيب, now to take a little pause and also to do muraja, always recap, let's try to fill our table with the 4 letters we covered so far. The first pair we covered were dal and dhal, right? So let's start. The name of the letter was dal, equivalent to D in English. Amthila, we said dub, means bear, and also adab, which can mean 2 things, either politeness or literature. And the sister was dhal with the tongue out, same as the th in English. Mithal for dhal, we said so many as dhura, which means corn, or tadhkara, which means ticket. Quick reminder, we said in Masri it will be pronounced either dal or za, depends on the word. The next pair were ra and zayn or zay. The first one, ra, same as the R in English, but with more rolling sound, ra. Mithal for ra, we said Rab. Rab means God. And also Bahr. Bahr means sea. The sister of Ra is Zay or Zayn, the same sound as Z in English. Amthila for Zayn we said Zibda. Zibda means butter, and also Gazar or Jazar, which means carrots.